Welcome to Back to School Night, parents and possibly students. My name is Miss Kirscht, and I'm so glad you can join us. This specific video is for astronomy. On our agenda today are 4 different items. Number 1 is an introduction of myself. Number 2 is a course overview. Number 3, Fuel Ed. And number 4, your student's schedule. So I threw this quote by Stephen Hawking in here that says, "To confine our attention to terrestrial matters would be to limit the human spirit." And I think that captures what astronomy is all about. Humans are very curious and they want to know what's going on. So I am really excited to explore astronomy with your kids. Okay, introduction, item number 1. Okay, so my name is Sophie Kirscht, and I have taught chemistry and physics at Wilsonville High School for the last 2 years. I am very happy to be teaching in the online program this year, and the main reason that I'm here is to see how we can improve online teaching, because I am sure there's a better way to do it than we did in the spring. So I've been teaching high school now for over 14 years. I grew up in Berlin, Germany, and I love camping, skiing, traveling, and spending lazy days with my partner, Kevin, our 2 kids, Hans and Nika, and our dog, Almond, who you can see right here. Okay, so in this picture, we are in Amsterdam. That was last summer. We rented an electric boat and navigated the entire city by boat. So much fun. And here you can see us skiing at Mount Hood. And that was last winter before everything was shut down. All right, this brings us to the course overview. We have a total of 8 chapters, or units. Number 1, the universe. That's what we're working on right now. Number 2, tools for studying space. Really important. Without the innovative tools we have now, we would not be able to know what we know. Number 3, Earth, Moon, and Sun systems. So we are staying close. And number 4, we're going to go further away. Stars. In Unit 6, we will be studying the Milky Way, so a little closer again. And in Unit 7, we will be studying black holes, which is kind of a new topic. And in Unit 8, you will learn how you, talking to students right now, can become a space professional. And I made this unit optional because we don't have a whole lot of time because we got started a little bit late, but it is an interesting unit. Okay, Fuel Ed. Okay, so I want to talk about the flow of the units just a little bit so you get a good idea of what's going on, what your students are doing. So each unit starts with an intro and a reading, pretty much. So the students will encounter a unit summary, they will be reading and note-taking. The second thing that usually happens is a lab and then assignments where students apply the knowledge that they've gained during reading. For the assignments, it is important that your child uploads their assignment into Fuel Ed. Then there's usually some kind of an assessment, whether it's a quiz or test or something that again tests your student's knowledge. And lastly, there's often a discussion post. When students make a discussion post, they will have to make several replies to others as well. That's part of it. All right, in Fuel Ed. Due dates. The due dates are just a guide. We have to use due dates to pace out the course. but late or early work will not be downgraded. The printing of assignments and the uploading of assignments. I just want to mention this because there's been some issues with uploading, but it really is important that you upload them into Fuel Ed. And oftentimes, it is helpful to print out the assignments so that you can work on paper as you are reading through your unit. Progress. You can check your students' progress in Fuel Ed. For sure. So let me go to Fuel Ed for 1 second. Okay, so when the kids log into Fuel Ed, they will be on a landing page like this. Up here, it should say all the help sessions, the live sessions for the day. And down here, it should list all the classes. So I'm going to click on Astronomy. Okay, and here you again see the sessions. Really important are the announcements. Here is my announcement from today. Hard to believe it's week 4, but it is. And I also want to show you the Content tab, because in the Content tab, you can actually find all the assignments and their due dates. So on the left-hand side are all the assignments, or all the units and the content. And then if you click on a unit, like the universe, you should get all the different parts of the unit. There will be graded assignments, like 1.05 down here. That is one you will be submitting. There we have a lab. There we have another activity, a graded assignment. So it's nice that it warns you that this assignment is graded. And in the end, we have a quiz and a discussion. So that is the usual flow of the unit. Let's talk about your student schedule. It's pretty straightforward. So here is the schedule for astronomy. Everything in yellow is astronomy. So we have a whole group live session every Tuesday. Then we have 2 small group sessions, Wednesday and Thursday. And I also scheduled 2 astronomy help sessions that anyone can attend. Everybody is invited. If you have any questions or your student has any questions, well, maybe I should clarify, any student is invited. So if your child has any questions about astronomy, they are welcome to pop into either of these 2 help sessions or into the small group sessions. So there's lots of opportunity to connect. All right, and lastly, I want to talk about contact and communication. So email is by far the best way to communicate with me. And I will likely be able to reply within 24 hours or less, unless it's the weekend. I'm trying to take those off. Here is my email address. And one other thing I want to mention is that your students should be checking announcements in each of their classes every day, because this is the teacher's main communication tool besides email. And important things are in the announcements oftentimes. All right, that is it for me. I'm glad you could join us, or me, and I hope you enjoy the rest of back to school night. And I hope to see you in person at some time, at some point. Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.